Our next story comes to us from entrepreneur.com. They talk about just zero in on 4 points that, some key strategies small retailers need for a healthy business. It talks, one part about knowing yourself as a brand. It focuses on increasing digital traffic, storefront traffic. I like to quote from here. It's, you need to nurture these people and ensure that they remain your raving fans. You've got to give them those special sneak peeks of new launches, products, collections, some behind the scenes of how your brand and your business runs, but those in-store shopping incentives to come shop. And then it dives into the importance of visual merchandising. So some great points here, Dan. What do you think about it?
This is an on-point article. We absolutely have to know who we are as a brand. And I'm going to dive a little deeper into what I mean by know who we are as a brand. Know who we are based on our foundational values. Live and die by your foundational values, your guiding light. This is how we do what we do. And if you stay steadfast to those foundational values that I think we talked about a few weeks ago, the wealthy retailer. At the wealthy retailer, we believe every store has to have a win-win-win environment. It has to be energetic. It has to be admired. It has to be lean, tenacious, and happy. It has to be a happy place. And if you don't live by your own set of core values, you start to waver in the wind. You don't have this steadfast belief in what you're doing unless you're following those core values, those foundational values. So when I say, know who you are as a brand, project who you are, that then goes back to speaking to, I think it was maybe their second point about, creating raving, maintaining, sustaining these raving fans. They follow you because of who you are, not what you are. I can buy this golf shirt in 100 places within 10-minute drive of where I am, or 15-minute drive. I can buy it in 1,000 places with 3 clicks of a button. I'm going to go to that retailer that speaks to me, to who they are, that recognizes me as a value in their business, and recognizes that my lifetime value to them could mean a significant amount of money. One of the things that we forget about, is lifetime value. And this speaks to that. Focus on maintaining that raving fan. I could be worth $250,000 over my lifetime to your store. Wow.
Oh, 100%.
Wheelbarrow load of money, right? And so, this article spoke about really 4 key things. Know your brand. Have a plan to increase traffic. I'm going to ignore the part that said online traffic. Yes, we always have to be focusing on driving traffic to our website, to our shopping cart. But you've got to know how to drive traffic in your store, period. And you have to recognize that traffic is broken up into thirds. A third of the traffic that walks through my door comes from the way I market myself, comes from that, the projection of who I am as a brand. Okay. Another third of the traffic comes from my return customer base. My return customer base are my raving fans. Yeah. They're the people that believe in me. A third of the traffic in your store is driven by the activities that you take, that you make in your store right now. And if you're not outreaching to your existing client base, you're not controlling traffic. You're not influencing traffic. And then a third of the traffic is a drive-by shooting, and maybe not super appropriate. I think I've maybe said that too many times, but it is a drive-by shooting.
We're still working getting a new saying.
We got to come up with a new stick. I mean, it is about someone driving by my store, seeing it, recognizing it, pulling in. I was at the hairdresser next door. I was at the grocery store. I was somewhere else. It's happenstance. Yeah. That's it, period. End of discussion, end of story. And you have to recognize how to drive that traffic into your store. Their third point, really, really well taken, is improving that storefront. So they talk about, that improving what you're seeing. And the fourth point, improving the customer that you're seeing, the type of customer. And then the fourth point was, you've got to have a visual merchandising strategy. Yeah. At the wealthy retailer, we call it a rotation strategy. Put me in, coach. Give me a chance to be in the limelight. Give me a chance to be at the front of the store. Every single store has a hot spot that no matter what you put there, it sells. And by rotating inventory, by having a merchandise strategy, we allow all products to sell in our store. And this rotation strategy gives us this fresh look. I said this to a client yesterday. Once a week, you walk in your front door, whether you're a vestibule or a single front door, you walk in with your eyes closed. You stand there for 10 seconds, and then you open your eyes and you see, you hear, you smell all what the customer hears, sees, and smells. Be a customer. Recognize the things that are being said, the music that's playing, the energy, the stained ceiling tiles, the whatever it is. Look at it through new eyes and adjust your strategy. Recognize that there has to be a clear traffic pattern from the front door into your store. Don't block that traffic area. 50% of the customers are going to walk in your store. 50 to 80% of the customers that walk in your store are going to try to turn right in your store. Do you let them do that, or do you put your first roadblock up as they walk in? And many retailers say, well, I can't do that. I say, well, then figure out a way to allow it to happen. Block the left side. Do something that allows people to get in, get a breath, and then move forward into the store.
Yep. It's kind of that Derek Zoolander point, I can't turn left. One of my pet peeves in the retail, the customer faces the thing, and this would be my challenge to anyone listening, is go find that handwritten note in your store.
Yeah.
Rip that thing off and get it done nicely.
Man.
Computer, print something out, laminate it, put it out there. Get rid of those handwritten notes.
Yeah. Silent salesman. Okay. So if I'm in your store, if I'm a salesperson in your store and I'm wearing, a ripped and tattered t-shirt and, I'm not well put together, I haven't, combed my hair and brushed my teeth and did all the things I need to do to look the part, to look professional, you're not buying from me. Well, your displays are the exact same. If they're not meticulously displayed, it doesn't sell, right? Unless your Bob's Discount t-shirt store, good on you, crumple it up, throw it in the corner and let it sell. But that's not who we are. And so you absolutely have to look at your visual presentation from every aspect, including your signage. Signage and tags. I hate terrible price. Price tags should be in the same place. That's OCD. That's me. Price tags are in the exact same place on every single item.
Yeah, right on.